Good evening, truck and tractor pull fans. 2 weeks in a row, Dwayne. Is that 3 in a row now? It might be 3 weeks in a row.
It's possibly 3.
Something like that. Yeah, it is pulling season now, but hope everybody had a good week. Having a good week. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. We tried to go pulling, but it just didn't happen. So I think just about. I think the buck got kicked off Saturday night, and might have got a class or two done, and I think I was there for
Yeah,
that.
we ran first round of drag racing eliminations, and then got into 2-6 and modified gas, and then the rain hit, and it was all over.
Gotcha.
I mean, we got washed out.
Yeah, oh yeah. It started pouring here, and usually if it pours here and continues across the river, it really pours up on the hill. So I know you guys. I was watching the radio. Said, yeah, they ain't pulling much longer. But anyway, we got DJ with us tonight. DJ Boop, Snyder County Truck and Tractor Pullers are kicking off their 2025 season this Saturday at Center Hall, Pennsylvania, at Center County, the Grange.
The Grange Fairgrounds. Center County Grange Fairgrounds.
Yes. And this traveling cameraman will be there. I can't wait to leave Saturday morning, head up that way, and film some Snyder County stuff. So, sorry. Noise outside the door here. But anyway, I've got the flyer pulled up. I'll show it if you want to. Let's talk about the pool, DJ. I mean, just had you on a couple of weeks ago. I know we went over a lot of your schedules and stuff, but this is the biggie. This is the big kickoff. Obviously, yep. Chad Packer and the crew up there. If you don't know who Chad Packer is, he is a great promoter. Does a lot for the sport of truck and tractor pulling. Has the cleanest portable sandwich booths and food booths you'll ever see at a fairgrounds. I'm telling you, you walk up to them and you don't see anything on them, you know you got a Chad Packer. Whatever you want to call it, portable. So, but anyway,
concession stand.
There you go. Good food, super clean all the time. You know you're not getting a bunch of dirty food. So, but anyway, yeah, Center Hall. If you've never been to Center Hall, you got to go there. It's huge, beautiful place. Of course, this is without the fair this time of year. But I know when it's the fair's going on there, if you can't find something to do for a weekend at Center Hall, there's something wrong. But what we got, DJ?
Yeah, well, like you said, it's at the Center County Grange Fair. This pool is put on by Central PA Tractor Pullers, which is the same crew that put on the pool at the Grange Fair. And like you said, I'm gonna say it's one of the biggest fairs in the state, and they're known for their big encampment because there's a whole bunch of tents that people put up during the week of the fair. But here in the springtime is their spring pull. It's always the first or second weekend of May. So this year it's on May 10th, starting at 6 o'clock. Admission is $12, and 10 and under are free. There's nothing. There might be a horse show going on at the same time. I know they got a lot of horse shows going on about every weekend up there at the Grange Fairgrounds, but tractor pull happens at the track like always. On that side of the fairground, it's pretty well empty, so there's plenty of parking, plenty of pit parking also, which by the sound of it is a good thing because sounds like there's a lot of iron coming from all over pretty much. Sounds like awesome. A lot from Western PA. Matt told me today that there were some guys that called that from New York and Virginia coming. So, yeah, a lot of trucks and tractors are planning on showing up. But the classes that are pulling, the Snyder County Truck and Tractor Pullers Association, their classes, which is the first points hook for the season for us. It's the enhanced farm class, the hot stock tractors, mod turbo super farm, 3.0 limited pro trucks, and the 2.6 pro street trucks. And other classes that are running are the 10,000 open tractors only, run what you brung trucks only, and the pro street gas trucks. Again, I already heard that there's going to be some guys coming for the 10 Open to get some test runs in for the season. I know Chris Hoyt's planning on being there, and I'm sure there's some others that will be there.
Okay.
Run what you brung, I'm not sure. I know that's out towards like Washcobb's area, and I don't know if he's going to be there or not, but he's pretty much next door to there. But I don't know. I'm kind of out of the loop when it comes to the truck puller, so I'm not sure who's planning on being there. But yeah, then our typical county classes and all the familiar faces with that.
That's cool. Yeah, it's going to be a good pool. It's always a good pool there. And
Oh, yeah.
I think
it always draws good numbers, usually.
I think it's going to be a great pool because it's one of the first hooks of the year because of all the rain that we had. We had a couple of classes here and there, but like Run What You Brung or the Diesel 4x4s haven't run yet. 10,000 Open hasn't run yet.
Yeah, it's a good chance for all those guys to get an early test hook on their equipment.
3.0, I think, had run in Maryland.
Ooh. Try that again, Dwayne.
3.0 had one pool in Maryland so far this year. So
yeah, they were
guys
down
disappeared. Yep, Easton.
And same way with 2.6, they only had one hook so far this year, and I mean from my consensus with the truck guys, they always are a little weary about this pool because they're always pushing for parts. They always say that this one's usually a little too early for them, but the guys they make it happen and be ready for this pool.
Yeah, I think I'm sorry to say that we're still waiting on parts too. It sucks. We wanted to have it this week so we could get going. Maybe it'll show up last minute. So, fingers crossed.
There's a fellow Bigfooter, man. Look at here. Mr. Brother Blaylock from Oregon. Oregon, but he's gone Oregon.
Oregon.
That is Bigfoot country.
Absolutely.
He's got him on his profile picture too. He must be serious about it.
He is one of my co-hosts on Tuesday nights on our other show. So, but I just pulled the weather up for Saturday. As of right now, there's a chance of rain showers Friday. Saturday is sunny and 70.
Yep. Nice. Saturday is supposed to be real nice.
Beautiful weekend coming. Yep. So
I better get my work done so I can head up there.
Absolutely.
Load up the.
It's the place to be. Place to be, man. And, like I say, come support Chad and the crew, support Snyder County.
Yeah, that's usually one of the best tracks we hook on all year, for sure. That the Grange Fair grounds, that pulling track is known for being a real tough track and real power track. So everybody loves hooking on there. I know there's before there was a lot of breakage on that track, but people are starting to figure it out and figure that you need to build your vehicle for that track. That's for sure. Between Grange Fair and Union County West End Fair, those are always the two power tracks in our neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah. And I will say that address is 169 Homan Lane, not without the L. It's Homan Lane, Center Hall. If you put that in your GPS, it might not pick you up if you type in how it's spelled there. It's Homan, Homan. Correct? Am I pretty correct on that? Right?
Autocorrect. Yeah. Yep. It's without the L.
Without the L. I just now seen that, and I'm thinking I like to give the address so people can write it down and for the GPS. Yep. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's a real easy way to get in. You just as you're coming up, as you get on 45 there at the red light in Center Hall at the intersection of Sheets and Snappies, you just turn left and go up to the John Deere dealership, and the entrance is there on the right. There's a big Grange Fair sign, so it's not very hard. Yeah, it's not very hard to miss. So.
No, it's about a little over 3 hours for me to get there, so something like that. That's a fun ride.
Right
up 322 and to 45.
That's it.
I was just trying to
Going home's a little different. It's a little rough going home. It's back, you can't see nothing, but
Yep.
it's fun. It's fun time. Looking forward to it.
Well, at least you don't have to dodge a deer on the way home.
What's that?
You don't have to dodge a deer when you go home. Like if you would go home 192 or 45, like us.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know. 322. I see some devils getting along 322 from time to time.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, but yeah. It's
I can't. I was just looking at the map there. I was basically a mile down the road from Center Hall last year, and I didn't even realize I was that close to the track. I'd stopped in at Penn Valley Building Supply to get some PVC lumber to do a repair job in Woodward.
Yep.
Goodness gracious, you get around.
I do, and I got a place to stay at Woodward if I don't want to go home.
Oh man, yeah, that's right. I remember you talking about that.
Little
I have my
storage.
truck. If I'm that tired, I'll take a nap in my truck before I go. But I'm sure I'll be.
I got a little storage shed with a bed in it for me. It's basically what it amounts to. It's a 12 by 16 T111 cab, and it's pretty simple, but it gets the job done.
Yeah. Now the next big question, DJ, are your tractors ready?
So today I got tractor number 2 finished up. So we got the big 2 ready to go. The third one, not quite. I picked up parts on Monday, and the injectors showed up today. So slapped the head on, put injectors in, hook everything back up, and then tractor number 3 will be ready to go.
And it's only Wednesday.
It's only Wednesday. That's right.
Yep. I heard Matt Houck. Matt Houck said his has been fired and ready to go, and Matt and Robert Houck. So.
Yep. Yeah.
That's
Matt did a lot of some keystones on his track, actually. So they got
it's
a lot
going to
done.
come out. It's going to come out running crazy this year.
It should. It should.
Good deal. That's exciting.
That was the one good thing. I went to Westminster a couple weeks ago, so I got the mod turbo out a little bit earlier. So at least that one was done with. I had a couple things to go over, and that one was pretty well ready to go. And then Dad's, we just kind of finished a couple of things since Keystones that we had to get done. So we finished that one up today. So now just time to get Barnyard Kid ready to go.
This right here is Dad's tractor right here.
That's a tame picture too. Looks like all 4 wheels are on the ground.
That's a Snyder County.
I was going to say that's not a typical Black Stripe Addiction photo from up there. Usually it's looking at the sky.
I would say that is the end of the run, and the front end just sat down.
Yeah, probably.
That looks about half track, I'd say. We got to put some pigs or something on the oil pans to give Dwayne something to look at when he's finished.
It's more
wagging.
than pigs. You have to be truthful. You know what it is.
It's the humping pigs.
Oh my.
I tell you what, I've been on the track a couple times where I could read the international writing on the oil pan. It was up that high.
I got some really cool, I don't know, back 3 or 4 years ago, I got a really cool start line footage of it with GoPro. That was pretty awesome. Stood her right up. That's pretty good.
Come off the line hot, sidestep that clutch like it's meant to be avoided.
Yeah, we had some struggles last year with that. For some reason it just seemed like that tractor did not hook up like it always did. So we did some changes. I was messing around with some weight and air pressure at Keystones, but we did a couple more changes. So hopefully we can get back to the glory days of that tractor and making that thing take off to the moon.
There you go. Time to sharpen the cleats.
Yep.
Yeah. Wonder what's probably asking a dumb question here. As far as your membership goes, how's that looking for numbers?
It's a little slow. A lot of guys don't like to send theirs in. Like even with me, like with Interstate, I didn't send mine in. I just waited till the first hook and paid my stuff there. So that's what a lot of the guys like to do. But we did have some guys from Like I know there's a super farm from New York. He signed up for points already, and we do have a couple guys that are a little further away that already did sign up, but they're slowly trickling in. A lot of guys will take care of that here on Saturday. That's what usually happens.
Cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I want a nice sunny day pool.
And it's supposed to be sunny and 70. You know, it's not too hot, not too cold, so it should be perfect. We'll use the term perfect. Keep our fingers crossed. We all know weather can change, but nah, I think we're good. Mother Nature owes us one after this past weekend.
I did see on social media that they are having a garden tractor pull Friday night. I want to say it starts at 6 or 7. I'm not sure. I didn't really look at the details too much, but they are having a garden tractor pull the night before. So if there's any garden tractor pullers, that's a good place to go. That's for sure. I know when I started pulling, I'd always go there for their garden tractor pulls.
Mm-hmm.
I bet Rob Garaba finds that out. He'll be there if he can get away from work in time.
I'm not sure what classes they run, but don't quote me on this, but I think they do 2 sleds for garden tractors. So they like to keep things moving that way.
Did they advertise it on social media anywhere?
I mean,
Central PA tractor pullers is a little bit hard to find on social media.
Yeah.
50% chance of rain Friday night. That's 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Heck, it's just about be done by then, maybe, if they don't have any problems and push through. That's Friday night, not Saturday night. Friday night. So, okay.
Oh, they do have it right on the top of their list. 2 hours ago, Amanda Grubb, garden tractor pulls, Friday, May 9th, starting at 7 p.m. Registration will be open at 5 p.m. Grange Fairgrounds, Center Hall, PA.
And another thing I've been noticing here last week or so, you guys are pushing new sponsors every day. New sponsors coming on board a lot. That's awesome.
That's another thing that's slowly trickling in, but it's steady also that sponsorships are coming in very nicely, that's for sure. And I know even I'm kind of dragging my feet on I need to go revisit some guys that you always have those people that need the reminders that if you drop off the form to them, they're in the middle of winter, springtime, you go and remind them like, hey, you guys interested in sponsoring again? And they usually hand the check then. So I gotta go finish up with those people too. So, but yeah, it's slowly coming in.
Don't you love it? Chasing them down. It's like going around begging people for money is the most awkward thing you can do. Yeah, but you got to do it to keep it going.
Yeah, they get a tremendous list of sponsors every year. I know next Saturday we're in Boonesboro, and they're looking for pullers. Anybody wants to come make a hook? I don't know all the logistics, so to speak, of what's going on, but I know Terry got a hold of me today. They're looking to get some tractors there for the Super Pro class, and or there's a couple other ideas there. I'm not sure. She got some phone numbers from me. She's going to call a few people. But
so what is it an added class? No.
They just want to get some tractors there. Of course, we'll know more come Wednesday next week on how that's faring out. So just something to keep in mind. You guys have a hook next week, DJ, somewhere?
No, we're actually off until beginning of June at Seals Grove.
That's right. Okay.
You got one to go to before that. Beast of these.
I'm looking at my schedule.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Yeah, we could go there.
Yeah,
no Snyder County classes, but yeah, we Dad and I we were talking about it. See if this weekend would have been rained out, maybe we would have ventured down there to kind of get some hooks on the tractors, make sure we know what we're doing.
It's all right. I twist everybody's arm equally.
What? Tell us a little bit about your pool, Dwayne.
Yeah, we just got done redoing our website, so we have a new website up, which will be a little bit more informative, a little bit not as primitive as it was for the last couple of years. In 2 weeks, on May the 17th, will be our first hook. Our pit gates will open at 2 p.m. Spectator gates open at 5. The pool starts at 7. Admission is $15, ages 10 and up. $5, ages 5 through 9, and 4 and under are free. And our classes will be Wild Street 4x4 diesel trucks, 2.6 Pro Street diesel, street legal semis, Pro Street gas, Pro Street 4x4 gas, 3.0 Limited Pro diesel trucks, East Coast diesel 4x4 trucks, 466 Hot Farm, and 8500 Light Pro. That'll be at Lebanon Valley Expo Center, 80 Rockerty Road, Lebanon, PA. If you need more information, you can go on to beatsthesepools.com or Beats These Pools on Facebook and Instagram. You should be able to get whatever information you need. You can message us on there. There's some numbers on there if you need to get a hold of anybody. So, yeah, so far so good. The anticipation is starting to build. A lot more messages, a lot more activity on social media. So we're getting there. We're stirring the pot.
Start a pot. How about new pullers? Any ramblings around going on?
I did hear that there's a lot of guys waiting for parts still. Like even for the enhanced class, there's I talked to a guy last week. Well, actually, his picture is on the poster there, and he's still waiting for parts for his tractor. So,
wow.
But and I know there's a couple other guys they were hoping to get ready, and they're having trouble getting their builds back together or waiting for parts. So that's definitely the big problem right now is the parts.
Yeah, seems to be here lately.
But it does sound like there will be a new hot stock at the pool this weekend.
Ooh.
So it's been in the works for the past couple years.
Is it green or white?
It's an off breed.
It's an off breed. It's an orange and white one.
It's an off breed.
That's all he's going to say. You'll have to be there. You have to
be there to find out.
That's right.
But it does sound like there's a good mixture of mod turbos and super farms that would be there.
Good.
We were hoping that some of the blue tractors would venture north, but apparently there's a wedding going on down in Chambersburg, so and a lot of that crew is a part of that wedding, so they won't be able to make it, but they're hoping that they could. But does sound like Vern will be there, and sound like some super farms from Western PA they might venture in for it, and there are some super farms from up north that are looking to come south, and maybe even some mod turbos too, because
that's cool.
The New York season they don't start until closer to July, like late June, beginning of July. So a lot of those guys they want to try to, if they're ready to go, they want to try to get some hooks on their tractors before their season starts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what's the problem? They have to wait till the snow melts.
I guess so. Till it all comes out of the ground.
Now they've been getting a lot of rain up there too. So.
Yeah.
Lake effect snow turns into lake effect rain.
It's been pretty wet up there. I know Henry can't get in the fields yet, so
that's not good.
Yeah,
it's getting to be that time of the year.
Hoping to see him next Saturday, but like you said, if he can get in the field and start planting, which he's already behind, I can understand. But we'll cross our fingers and see what happens. Yeah, we covered all of that. Okay.
I don't know, Dwayne, did you hear anything about some new trucks coming out, like 3.0 or run what you brung?
I know that the Kinnemans were working on changing over from 2.6 to something else. I'm not sure what the schedule is on that. I know that you have in our area, not as much. Clint Mills' truck got sold. That went into northeastern PA somewhere. Hatton's been out. It was at the pool this past weekend. I didn't get to talk to the guy that's running it. I know that you guys had a 2.6 that jumped up to 3.0.
Yep.
I haven't seen yet this year. There's some stuff. I think there's some other trucks in the work. I think Hassler's working on something. I don't know. Ankowitz was rumored to be working on something. I don't know what the status is of any of those vehicles. I see
Yeah, a lot
that
of those 3.6 trucks are switching over to what class is it now, Dwayne?
super stock will be open, or super stock.
Yes.
It would be considered a PPL super stock.
Yeah. If you run PPL with Atlantic, it would be East Coast diesel 4x4.
Yeah.
It's pro stock and super stock trucks together. Seems to be the trend.
Yep.
So.
I just seen Curvin had posted his truck repainted and out. I assume that truck's ready to hit the track.
Yep.
Barter had his blown up last year at Diesels and Dark Corners. I don't know what the status is of that. And again, like your trucks, the trucks from Central or West Central PA, the Run What You Brung trucks, I have no idea what the status is of all of them guys.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I'm not sure.
Hopefully they'll show up for the Run What You Brung class.
Some of the 2.6 trucks, they got some new power plants this year. I know one. There was one down there last weekend at the Buck, and I guess he kind of put a hurting on boys. Old Chris Lloyd.
Yeah, Chris had a heck of a nice run. He came cruising right down the track. I thought I had to backstep a little bit. I had him pegged for having a decent run, and he came the whole way up to me. And as soon as he stopped, he flips his helmet back and he gives you that piercing stare, and he's asking questions with his eyes. And I'm like, yeah, you're about a truck length ahead of everybody else. That's all.
You already know the question.
Yeah, that was what he wanted to know.
He looks scared more than he is excited.
No, he was. That was. I kind of enjoy giving out good news some days.
Yeah, as a finish line,
I don't know.
It's there. Are you going to reset the sled? You hate to take a runaway.
Derek Smith was test hook, and he dropped his hook and came back at the end, and he was fairly close. I forget. I didn't see the results sheet for it, or if I did, I didn't save it. But I would say that Derek Smith was probably 6 feet behind, possibly. That's just a guesstimation, or maybe a little bit more. But yeah, Chris had a really hot run. I mean, everything worked perfect. He was cooking.
Your 10 open, DJ. Is that? It says tractors in parentheses. Does that cover ag and modified, or?
I'm assuming that only covers the ag tractors, since it's has the tractors there in the parentheses. So I'm assuming that's just the ag chassis or ag style tractors, not modified.
Ag style.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pine knot. I bet he didn't get that helmet tip back fast enough.
No mods.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to see people's reactions. Some people have no reactions no matter what.
Yeah.
They're just trying to figure out how to get unhooked and get off the track, and they could care less. And some people, yeah, they start celebrating in the truck. It's like, settle down. Let's just back up and unhook and get going.
Is there any
Usually
major? Go ahead.
you can usually feel it in the driver's seat when you have a good run. You know that
Yeah.
you're up on top or close to the top.
Albert Brown had a fantastic run at Berryville 2 weeks ago, and they were a little concerned about the sled setting. And I was starting line flagger. He went by me, and I mean, he had the front picked. Yeah, I mean, he was hooked. He was on a good pass, and I'm like, Albert done some work over the winter, you know. And I know they just got the engine back in the truck, and they left the sled set, and you know, Hank only got him. He didn't get him by much, so Albert's got the wick turned up a little bit this year. But I was glad they didn't reset the sled on him either. So, because he had an exceptional pass.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that truck run.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it ran really good. Videos posted about it. Go check it out. How about rule changes, DJ? Anything major to talk about? Or
No, not really. Just actually, the only for the Snyder County classes, the only rule changes that there was pretty much Wild Street class is just falling in line with the Beast of East rules. But other than that, for the actual points classes, everything's the same. And just want everybody to make sure that they have their safety stuff, as in the blankets on turbos, clutch blankets, and the cross behind the turbo. We are not enforcing the cross in front of the turbo this year, but it's highly recommended. But you definitely need the cross behind the turbo. But all those rules can be found at our website, which is SCTTPA. And just look under the rules tab and the class that you want, or the class you want to pull in, or the general rules, and you can find it there. And also, if you are interested in becoming a member, we have a membership tab and a sponsors tab. So even if you're interested in sponsoring also, if go under the membership and sponsorship tab, there's links there for the forms you can fill out and mail back to the ladies that they can take care of you.
Yep. There it is.
Good deal. Ooh.
Membership.
Get your official card when you sign up.
Got
Be a
the
member.
official card, baby. But you can see.
So does that get you in the gate for free then?
Probably not. That's okay.
And we did have some confusion last year. When you pay your membership, that you don't have to pay that fee for the rest of the year, like at the Selinsgrove pools, because at Selinsgrove you have to, even if you pull at Selinsgrove one time out of the 4 hooks, you do have to pay. You do have to join the membership. So if you sign your membership up now, you don't have to pay that fee. Then when you come to a pool at Selinsgrove, that would cover it all year long. Because there was some confusion at the October pool last year. Some guys were asking why entry fee was so much, and when we explained to them, well, you got to join the membership so that the insurance will cover you, they understood it then. So,
Yep.
But yep, once you do your membership, then you're good for all the pools at Selinsgrove. Then you just have to pay your entry fee.
Okay.
New York, Virginia, and Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Run with your rung truck from Pittsburgh. That could be one of a number out there. Hot farms. There's plenty of hot farms up in western New York. Yeah.
Yep. Plenty of pro farms in Virginia.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's great,
And
Robert.
most likely it will be blue.
Oh, you think? Yeah. What? So you still got the same people in office, like Bob's still president, Robert Houck, and
Yep, still the Bob and Bob show going on at Sounds Grove.
Bob and Bob. Bob and Bob. That's somebody I haven't talked to in a while, Mr. Robert.
Which one?
The VP. He used to call every now and then. Chase Steinman,
yep.
my gosh. Chase Steinman, don't you worry, brother. We're not going to forget you, man.
Is Chase going to be at Center Hall?
Oh, yeah. Don't forget
Yep,
live
if
stream.
you can't make it to the pool, you can watch the pool from home on dirtvortex.tv. You can live stream it there, and Chase is going to be at all the Sounds Grove pools, so go to dirtvortex.tv after you're done watching this live feed and sign up for the year subscription, and you can have pooling all year long.
Yep. Good crew. They do a good job. Absolutely.
They do an awesome job.
Yep. Absolutely. Now that I know Chase, it's funny, I've been trying to get Chase on every now and then, but I know he's a busy person. And poof, all of a sudden here he is. We could have had him on tonight. Remember that, Chase. I'm just kidding. But yeah, definitely dirtvortex.tv.
You don't have a black book laying in front of you on your desk with all the names in?
What's that?
Chase will be a good one to have on. I've
had him on before. Yep.
He had a lot going on this winter and some new accusation. New accusation. He bought out a program.
Acquisitions.
There, that's the word I was looking for.
Acquisitions and accusations both.
We ain't touching that other one.
Damn.
Yeah,
kids.
we don't want to talk about that, but yeah, that's pretty cool that he was able to acquire that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, Chase will be a good one. He would have a lot to talk about.
Hi, Chris. Yeah, we'll get him on here soon, and he's got a lot to talk about. I'm sure he's got basically 2 clubs under his belt now, maybe even a third. I think. I'm not quite sure. I better not speak out of turn here because I'm not sure what all he's got his hands in now, but he's definitely busy promoting events. That's for sure, and campgrounds and shirts. If you need shirts, you need custom shirts, stickers,
shirts.
We're all just dogs trying to make it in a dog-eat-dog world.
That's it.
Chase did the crew shirts for the Snyder County track crew last year. So
he makes unofficial show up. They make great stickers.
Yep,
nice.
Really good stickers, any size you want. And I'm telling you, they're well done. They're glossy. Very nice product.
Chase did all of our all of our new sponsor posters last year, and he did all the sponsor stickers last year too. So yeah, he is definitely helping out Snyder County truck and tractor pullers.
Lynn Clark. Sorry.
Be aware of a Bob and Bob.
Uh-oh.
Just bring a check Saturday. Oh. Chase. For that wonderful advertisement for your printing company.
Oh, I don't know. How was that way back when the movie was what? Jay and Silent Bob. Wasn't the Bob and Bob show.
We used to have a Bob and Bob radio show here in the mornings out of Baltimore.
Oh,
I forget what radio station it was. It was comical.
Those two are definitely like the Bob and Tom show, though.
Uh-oh. Now the boss is getting serious. Look out.
Yep.
What is it? A little bit more like Tom and Jerry.
Hope he has my stickers done.
Chris Smith has a question, but he didn't post it.
Fire away, Chris.
I still chat with Bob number 2 about once a week.
I haven't heard from him, which is very unusual.
I guess maybe I just talked to him today. No, they're kind of a little short-staffed at work right now, so he's been doing a lot of work. So I talked to him today and making sure he got everything in line for this weekend of teching for the first pool. So gotta get some paperwork for him, and
Oh, yeah.
he wants to make sure all the equipment works too before the first pool. So
Yep.
just making sure everything's in line.
Yep.
That was my tax man. Stay tuned.
That
It's all,
was,
it's all good. It's all good. I just had a
that-
question about state taxes. That's all. But anyway, okay. We're
And the
41
tax girl
minutes.
ain't even on tonight.
Well, she
she was running late, and then she got run late because that extra innings.
hang on, Chase. I'll send you a link. Just give me a minute. I'll send it over to you. I'll put it in Messenger, Facebook Messenger to you. That works.
It'll be a 2-hour show now.
I need it. I'm like I said, I wasn't feeling good. I almost canceled tonight. So more people I can get on here talking, I could sit back and shut up and yay me.
Yeah,
Let me. You guys talk. I'm gonna. Anyway, real quick. Again, May 10th. That's this Saturday, 6 p.m. 169 Homan Lane, Center Hall, Pennsylvania. By all means, get up there and support. Chad Packer and DJ and the rest of the Snyder County tractor pullers, Central Pennsylvania tractor pullers. Admission's $12. Ages 10 and under are free. And that's a 6 p.m. start time. Again, classes are the enhanced farm tractors, hot stock tractors, mod turbo super farm. Where am I at? 2.6 Pro Street diesel 4x4 and the 3.0 limited pro diesel 4x4 classes. Also, the 10,000 pound open, that is the agricultural style tractors. That's not a modified, multi-engine modified. That is a diesel burning, alcohol burning, ag style tractor. Case International, John Deere. Run what you brung trucks and Pro Street gas 4x4 trucks. So 8 classes of fun and fury.
And if you look at that poster, the classes on the left, the Snyder County classes, those are all points. They will follow the Snyder County rules, which can be found at the website, SCTTPA.com. The classes on the right, the local classes, the top 2 classes, the open and run what you brung, they follow, I want to say they follow the Central PA tractor puller rules, which those are your basic, your pretty much what everybody else is. The Pro Street gas class, that will follow Snyder County rules, but it's not for points for Snyder County.
Okay, so there it is. This Saturday, 6 p.m. Weather looks good, sunny, 70 degrees. If you can't make it, again, dirtvortex.tv. Get signed up with them and watch. If you can't make it, watch. Okay. Yeah, take a selfie here so I can go get Mr. Chase a link here real quick. And
It's got to do selfies.
what's that?
What'd you say? You had to take a selfie there?
No, I had to get that poster off so I could
I gotcha.
get this link and
So
send
you
it
had
over
your
to
screen
Chase real
on
quick.
Todd.
Yeah, I could.
So
I will say, Chase is getting into the TikTok world. He did a pretty sweet TikTok of high on the hog at Keystones. So he's starting to go down that avenue.
got to stay with the times.
Yep.
It's time consuming to start hitting all the social media platforms. The formats are different, which is, I wish everybody could get on board and be the same. But okay, that's sent over to you, Chase. But
I know, like even with Facebook is time consuming. Like with the Snyder County page, it's between Matt and myself and our wives also. But even with the 4 people, and we all have young families. We all farm also, so, and also we have our own pulling tractors. So priorities definitely do take over, and we try to keep up with the social media, and that's the one that really takes care of that. And he does an awesome job with it.
This is a question he hits us with every now and then. It's he wants to go back to 2015 pulling Friday night at Union County West End Fair. week. What was the tractor name? Driver had it that engine pursed like a kitten. More cammed up, I guess hopped up, that had that sound. My goodness.
I'm
You got to
not
start
20
with what brand tractor? Are you talking John Deere? Or
2015 is almost before my time.
that would have been before that was
That's
before
10
the
years
East
ago already.
was going.
It was a Cub Cadet, so I guess he's talking about garden tractors.
No, we didn't have garden tractors Friday night of the fair. They used to be Wednesday nights. Now they're moved to Saturday or the Sunday before the fair. So I'm not exactly sure on that, Chris.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to put my shades on so I can be cool like Chase.
How's Chase doing?
Good. How we doing?
Oh, you're allowed to have your shades on. That was just a joke.
I didn't even know I was on. Funny enough, like I was playing on my computer and I was like all of a sudden on there and you're talking about me. I'm like, what in the world?
we got to. And I'll see you Saturday. You got that hat on. I'm gonna fix a bill with that hat for you.
Yeah, I need
an
Eastern Extreme pulling hat.
I might have one left around here somewhere.
I was going to say
they don't last long.
If there's Eastern Extreme hats, I'm sure Mike Walker got the first one.
First 100.
The first 100.
Oh,
he asks for one every time he sees you.
Wow. Mike, I had nothing to do with that.
Poor Mike.
But I'm sure I'll hear about it tomorrow.
He's good. He's got a Beast of These hat. He's good.
Yeah, he's got one. I don't have one. I'll get one. That's okay. 10 open. Big Cub Cadet. 10 open. Chris, I can't answer that. I don't think any of us can answer that. Cub Cadets don't pool in 10,000 open. So
we have to go back and watch video from 2015.
Yeah, that was before JR was even at the fair. I'm not sure on that one.
I don't remember being there that early. 2015.
So what's up in your world,
okay,
Chase?
Not much. Getting ready for the big event this weekend.
There you go.
Yeah, funny enough, I was actually packing the trailer, getting all of our live stream equipment in there right whenever I got on my phone. I'm like, oh man, they're live. I'll hop on and watch that. So
cool. We appreciate you coming on. Nelson Harding will be there. That Ford's running really good now. Very good.
Cool.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, Chase, you've been a busy young man since the end of the 2024 pulling season.
Yeah, I think it's actually been since it seems like it was January, and all of a sudden everything started. We were trying to get our schedule finalized, and that's when everything got busy. So, but we worked with Power Pulling Productions, and Bob and those guys are coming on board to help us out this year, and we took over all their events, and their crew's going to stay on. So it'll be a fun summer. We're real excited. So
I can tell you right now who the happiest person in the world is. And her name's
Bob.
Barb. Blank. I can guarantee
they're probably watching.
They probably are. I'll guarantee you she's one happy person because I knew she was ready to retire, basically from running stuff, so to speak. So.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because when we came to our agreement and everything, and I said, Barbie, you still going to help out with registration? She's like, nope. And then she came back and said, well, I'll help you out if you need it. So.
Oh, that's okay. Bob must have pulled a couple strings there. Yeah, I've been helping those guys for years and with the website and stuff over the years. But yeah.
Well, the thing is, if you do something for such a long time, it's kind of hard sometimes to walk away from it. If it's a little bit of fun. If you absolutely hate it, then maybe it's a different story. But I'm sure they don't hate it.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's what's cool. They're still going to stay on, help us out, and work the same shows they always have. So.
Bob's good. They're good people. I enjoy going out to Westmoreland and some of Indiana, Pennsylvania. I've been to a few of their pools, even way back in the day when they were part of full pool. But I wish it was just a little closer to home. But that's to get out y'all's ways, so 4 to 5 hour ride for me. So
yeah. Well, maybe if we have some events back to back, we'll get you out here sometime. So
good possibility. Yeah, Chris Baker.
So are most of your power pulling production pools in Pennsylvania then?
Yeah, we've got Lake County Fair is actually in Ohio. Champions
Okay.
Pulling for Children, and one more. What's that? Jefferson County Fairgrounds out there in Smithfield, Ohio. So we've actually been doing that one for a couple years now. So
you're going to be traveling a little bit farther,
yeah,
or is
yep,
that
got
still
some
in your
West Virginia.
backyard?
Well, actually, they're not super far, and then we got some West Virginia shows. Those tend to be the farthest for our crew, but I guess for Bob and them, it's not super far. So
So
Not
which
too
ones are you doing in West Virginia?
New
you're gonna
Martinsville.
yep, you're gonna quiz me on this off the top of my head, huh?
I can help you
New
with some of them if I can
Yeah,
remember.
New Martinsville,
Moundsville.
down there. Yep. Well, we don't have Moundsville this year. We do have Trad
Oh.
Dill's pool down there as well,
Okay.
for his fair pool. So yeah, I mean, bunch of cool events, and we're real excited.
Cool.
So
Good deal.
and then I'm gonna make it out to Beast of the East at some point. I keep saying it, but
That would be awesome.
Should.
That'd be
They put on
awesome.
a good show. Yeah, it's a good show there.
Gonna have to drive a little bit. It's not like going to Snyder County where you just hop across a couple mountains.
That's a close
Yeah.
one. It's only an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 20 minutes for me, something like that. Get to Lebanon.
Chase could take the turnpike out to that one.
Yeah.
You sell your RV.
Oh yeah, I sold
Oh,
my
did
RV.
you? Okay.
Yep. I think I
Rumor
had that
has
for a couple weeks, and then it was gone.
That was pretty clean, but I can see of it.
Yeah. Well, what do they say? Like the best day of buying an RV is the day you buy it and the day you sell it, right?
I've had mine. Ooh, I bought that in 05.
Yeah,
I
Robert
just-
you've had
himself
this for a
got
long
one.
time.
It sets in the building, and it's not used, so it's always out of the weather. Unless I got people sticking stickers all over it or something. But
Always got to watch out for that.
I'll never forget that. I'm up there at the track filling the back of my truck, and the wife's texting me, "There's somebody sticking stickers on the window. Who is that?" Oh man, I lost it. I started laughing. I knew who it was right away because you guys were parked, sitting there beside it. So. Rob Garaba's in the house. Look out. Shit's getting real now.
Robert, there's a garden tractor pulling Friday
No.
night.
No, he's forbidden. he actually has a 2-day garden tractor
Oh.
pull this Friday and Saturday in Virginia. I think it is.
I gotcha.
Yeah, he's already booked out. So, but Chase, how many events you got this year? Have you added them all up yet?
I'm thinking we're around 20 events. We gained some more events even, aside from the power pulling stuff. So we got Big Butler Fair, Butler Farm Show. So we added to our schedule. We got Cattaraugus County up there, Little Valley, New York as well.
Mhm.
So
Oh, okay.
yep,
Yeah, that
Big
was
Butler
around.
Fair. Is that the Butler Fairgrounds, the famous Butler Fairgrounds?
yep, Prospect, Pennsylvania. So hopefully we can get DJ out to that one.
I'm hoping to show up to one. One of them I think is the week of our fair, or like the Saturday before our fair, which that ain't gonna happen. But isn't there one like beginning July, like 4th of July weekend?
That'd be Big Butler Fair.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about hitting that one up.
Yep.
'Cause
Yeah,
I
that'll
know
be
a
a
lot
good
of
one.
your pools. A lot of your pools fall like you got a couple the week of our fair, and there's a couple that are like the night before a Snyder County pool, like either the ones at Salem Grove or somewhere else. So that's a little bit harder to hit, but yeah, those open weekends. I'm gonna try to make my way out west to PA.
Yeah, it'll be cool. I mean, that limited pro class that we have is looking really good this year. So just got the
Good.
paperwork back from the Grahams as well. So they registered, and we got a whole list of them. So it'll be a good year for sure.
Good deal.
I like going out that way, especially when I get to travel up around Chestnut Ridge. You know why, DJ?
Yep, there's some weird stuff going on there.
Oh boy, you bet.
Oh no.
You bet.
Got some big black furry critters picking up chestnuts.
There's a lot of stuff going on there, not just that.
More than just that going on there.
Oh, no.
Stuff it. things that crawl, things that fly, things that creep around on the ground. How's that song go? Yeah, it's an interesting area to say the least.
You
Any
guys are
action? Probably some action up there at the campground too, huh, Chase?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there in a good spot, I'm sure.
Yep.
That's where all the riffraff goes.
That's great.
Oh my!
That's great. Yeah,
Quit horsing around.
Somebody had a question. Oh, yeah, Rob, Jefferson County. That's where he'll be.
So, do you get any time to do any work that you need to do versus being on the phone and organizing and doing all kinds of stuff for your polling?
Well, I always said I think if we spent this amount of time in anything else, we'd all probably be multimillionaires. It's just you have to do this because you love it, So I during the week, it's like you'll sit down and try to get some paperwork done or something. Then all of a sudden the phone rings, and then it's you're on the phone an hour, 2 hours, and it's like, where'd the day go?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and usually when the weekend's over, you come home more aggravated with more. Why are these people upset? What's wrong with this person? What's wrong with that person? Gosh, I thought I did a good job, but it's a thankless job. It really is.
It is.
Very
It
thankless.
is. I always said I think the winter is actually more busy than the summertime. I enjoy the summer because it's easy. You know where you're going. You know what's going on. But the winter,
you know what's coming at you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know who it's going to be. You know what it's going to be. You know what's going to be said. Anyway, not that anybody complains, but
Yeah, I feel like I go nuts sometimes and don't have enough of time to work on social media and promotions and all of that because I don't know. I get stressed out pretty quick because I have too much stuff to do. I got to focus on my job, got to talk with sponsors, got to talk with this person, that person, get it all straightened out. And DJ was saying that he feels like it's a lot. They have 4 of them at Snyder County that take care of the Snyder County Facebook page. I was like, well, maybe I should have a partner to help me on mine because everything, I mean, I'll sit down. It's like, okay, now I need to have something flashy for this sponsor or that. And I'll sit down and I'll start designing stuff. And then the next thing you know, 3 hours or 2 hours is going by. It's like, whoa, where'd time go?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And I even just like Matt, he's been taking care of the Facebook page. He's been doing an awesome job with that. And I'm like just trying to find time to sit down and like update the website and stuff like that. And now kind of get more involved with the pool at the fair at the Union County West End Fair. And that's going to just kind of take my time. All right. Start working on Snyder County stuff, work on tractors, work on Snyder County stuff, work on West End Fair stuff, and take care of family and pigs all between and farm.
Yeah, I was going to say, when do you feed the pigs?
They're on their set schedule.
I guarantee you those pigs get fed.
Oh yeah.
DJ might not, but those pigs get fed.
The timer goes off. The timer goes off, and the feeders start, and they automatically get fed.
That is a nice thing, but gotta take care of them too. And if I want to keep buying pulling parts, I gotta make sure those pigs go out the door on a trailer.
Yeah.
That's okay, Chris. You don't have to apologize. I wish we could help you out. I wish I knew who it was.
I did look at results from 2015, Chris. I looked at the 10 Open. The only ones that were there were Hoyt's tractors and Roger Lohr and I think Haynes, Glenn Haynes. Those were the only ones that were there for the Open class. So it might have been Glenn Haynes' tractor.
How in the world did you find
PApools.com is PApool.com. Dennis Hangenstaller's website is still there.
Yep.
That thing is a trove of information.
Yeah.
I've went back to get pullers' names many a times. Like, who was that guy?
Yeah. That's right.
So when is your first hook chase for your own of your 20?
Towards the end of June, we have our first co-sanctioned event. We run our 4,500-pound small block modified trucks, and we run those and the 2.6 trucks at the Venango County Fairgrounds for a benefit show that we always help out with. And that'll be our first co-sanctioned event. Then our first actually produced event will be the Big Butler Fair. So
Cool.
starting out the season a little bit later, but
in the meantime, a lot of live streaming.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, running around doing live streaming stuff, and I mean, we enjoy that. It's less stressful. So
Yeah.
but
Fun
Apparently,
stuff.
have equipment that never malfunctions.
well, that's not exactly true. We just got a lot of good people that help us. So
That's awesome.
yeah, when it does malfunction, we can always switch it out quick and get stuff taken care of typically. So
Trust
that
me.
makes a big difference.
There isn't anything less reliable more than a freaking video camera, believe me, because you never know what it's going to do.
Hmm.
And it's not like we're filming with junk either. You know, we're filming with good cameras, but you just never know.
Yeah, that's what people don't realize when you start adding up the cost of cameras and you get the batteries and all of the live stream equipment, and it's an investment for sure.
Now I don't have the live stream stuff, but everything around it, including the vehicle, the fuel to get yourself there.
Is there any new equipment coming out this year, Chase? Or didn't you get that far yet?
Oh, we've got some stuff in the works. That's actually why I contacted Packer about doing this event, because we had some new stuff we're going to test. Going to do some different replays and some different audio things. So more camera angles, and we want to do a starting line camera at all of our shows next year. So I think it'll be cool. It'll be a good test event this weekend. So
Good deal. And yeah, this pool at Center Hall. Were you ever at Center Hall before, Chase?
I think I was there before, and I don't know if it was for a pool or another event, but I believe
Okay.
I've been to the grounds before.
Yeah. The spring pool especially, like the week of the fair, it's just completely chaotic around there, just because of how many people are there and how many pulling vehicles are there. But this pool is a lot more laid back. I mean, they still get a good crowd there. Don't get me wrong, and there's a lot of pulling iron that comes, but it is a lot more laid back, and just how there's no like amusement rides and stuff like that surrounding you. It just seems like it's so much more wide open, and just doesn't feel as chaotic. So this would definitely be a good opportunity to test some stuff out and kind of knock the rust off of things and get in the groove for the season.
Absolutely, and I keep hearing from all of our competitors, there's a big group of them that sounds like are coming out from our direction and going east. So it sounds like it'll be a real good turnout as well.
Good.
That's always good to hear. Guys going around and supporting each other.
Yep.
I guess I better get my shit ready to go, huh?
It's only Wednesday night, JR.
It was ready to go last Saturday. So it's okay. But we didn't get to use it last Saturday, fortunately.
Well, that's cool. So your starting line camera, do you set that in up static, just pointed in one direction just to get that? Or is that actually going to be a physical human doing that work?
So it depends on the event. What we like to do is we like to have a human with a Ronin, so it's a gimbal. Then we have our camera mounted, so wherever we move, the camera's stationary, and we can get the good angles, get inside the cabs as the guys are backing in. I always think that stuff's real cool. So we're going to try some more of that this year, and it makes good content for on social media. So
yeah,
Garaba does. He's got quite a little setup. He does it all by himself. He's got, I guess they have a servo on some of the cameras where he can actually turn them and stuff. Right from his regular finish line spot. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, we're always nervous about the robotic cameras. We actually bought some and tried them, and it was like a 50-50 chance if they were going to work or not. And it could be
he hasn't had any trouble, I don't think.
Were they wireless robotic or hardwired robotic?
They were wireless, and I think that was our issue.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Baker, my heydays are over, brother. I'm sitting here waiting a few more years. This gets fully replaced. I got a shoulder. It's got to be replaced, and I have no help here now. So no, we don't do hay here. It still gets done, but there's somebody else doing it now. So I'm
Yeah,
done.
we don't need him falling off the hay wagon.
That
was
pretty
not a
much
good
finished
day.
me off. Yeah, that pretty much finished me
Yeah.
off. And of course, my father, he's done. Yeah, he can't. That was actually the day I fell. Was the last day he was on a farm tractor. He hasn't been on one since. Can't. So anyway,
Yeah.
happier times.
So Chase, I'm just asking here because I have no clue how live feed works or anything, but I know from like my perspective, like when I'm watching a live feed, is there any way to like include a leaderboard or at least have like the leader distance on it?
Yeah, so that's actually something that we're looking at doing too, and it probably won't be done for this pool this weekend. And we have the resource to do it. The issue we run into is our leaderboards are auto generated by Google Sheet, so we have to have all the information to Google Sheet and then auto sort it. And it's something we're working on for some of our bigger shows and for you guys' shows at Snyder County. So I'm hoping that'll be done. I don't think it'll be done for this weekend. So just some more things we're working on. It, of course, all that stuff requires more people too. So that's why we're trying to grow our viewership. So
Yeah.
So-
And I know with watching tractor pulling on live feed and stuff, you do like even when you're there at the pool, you have a lot of that downtime. Is there anything that you can think of to kind of use up that downtime, like puller interviews or stuff like that, or like advertising sponsors?
yeah, so we what we do with our stuff is we actually have some sponsorship, and we do commercials at some of our live streams, and we did more of it actually in the past couple years than last year, and we can actually put in commercials. So if there's anybody who wants to sponsor and even working with Snyder County, we can do some commercials for them as well. So we can actually do in between sled resets, we get the commercials rolling and kind of reset things. So yeah, we do some of that stuff, and a lot of our interviews that we've tried to do are actually filmed beforehand. So we go into pits, talk with the competitors. That way we can film those and then input them into the stream. So working on some different stuff for this year. So
Better step it up.
Yeah, that's a good selling point for us as a club, saying, hey, here's another opportunity for getting your business out there as we do these live feeds, and you're not just getting your name out like just right there at Salience Grove. It's more all over.
yeah, and what's really surprising whenever we started live streaming was looking at the demographics, and we thought that we'd see like a lot of people locally watching the shows, but what we found is we have people from all over the country and actually all over the world that are watching our live streams. And those are people aren't going to show up to the events, but they're able to watch from home and always giving us good feedback. So that was really interesting to see when we started live streaming that stuff.
Which that's good to hear from like us with Snyder County. Of course, we're hoping that everybody local, they're going to come and watch the pool, and most of the people still will because they just like the atmosphere and being there live. But yeah, we're kind of hoping that we can get what we're producing and our entertainment value. We're hoping to get out there across the country because, like, I know I told JR this before. Like, when we go to Shipshewana, Indiana for the winter pools, I had people come up to us there like, hey, we watch your guys' videos on YouTube all the time because of JR's page. And we watch you guys' videos all the time. We really enjoy watching your tractor and the class that you pull in. You guys have some really good pulling, which that's definitely awesome to hear that people in like Kentucky or Indiana or Canada, they're out there watching our pulls and liking what we're putting on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, around the globe, you'd be surprised. Even in the Middle East, of all places. Yeah, people watch it.
Yeah, I believe one of our biggest videos, it actually blew up in the Middle East, and that was really crazy for me to see that. So
Nice,
I didn't know there's that many fans over there.
Nice choice of words, Chase, for the Middle East.
Being politically correct, right?
The guy's sitting there in his tent chewing on a camel steak, watching pulling at Central PA.
Oh my Lord. YouTube, I apologize now.
Uh-oh. Am I going to get us kicked off of YouTube by
No, you're good. That's all good. Yeah, that's great.
But hey, we watch those crazy videos from around the world of like what people are doing with tractors and stuff like that, and like their crazy farming videos. So they probably think the same way watching our videos. Like, look at those crazy rednecks, what they're doing with tractors.
Yeah, even watch them guys over there that run them 4x4 SUVs up sand dunes.
Yep.
The most
crazy
feedback I
stuff.
get is Shipshawana is my. That's right, Pine Knot Yoder. Yeah, he's from Shipshawana.
Bist du Deutsch, Pine Knot?
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Something.
I get is the silly Americans whenever they're watching the smoker class, obviously, because of the environment. You know, that seems to be the biggest feedback I get from foreign countries.
They like to make fun of our having fun and yeah.
Yep.
Too bad we don't have a video of the smoke machine at Harrisburg for the weekend.
Ooh, no. Lord, no.
More woke. Why do I look like I'm falling asleep there, Robert? Oh, is that not what woke means? I thought it meant being awake. Okay.
No. That's the alternative.
Camel
Woke.
steaks. Farm show.
Only one. Keep it up. Keep pulling camel steaks. Probably at PA Farm Show. Yeah. Those guys, real quick. I believe next Thursday. Next Thursday, they will have a interesting show coming up. Their antique show. We're going to be talking pulling sleds. Agtronics. There's a representative from Agtronics. It's going to be live on the show. I think Logan Thomas, and they've got another sled guy, head sled guy that does a lot of the teching and stuff out your way. Chase is going to be on. Names I can't remember names offhand, but it should be a good show. I think it's next Thursday.
Yep, Pine Knot Yoder. He walls, but he's been at Chitnaw, so he ain't quite right.
I didn't know you can type out Dutch.
It took me a little bit. I had to read it like twice and sound it out.
That doesn't go together. Dutch and computers.
Hey,
you must be at the phone booth.
Pennsylvania Dutch is mostly a spoken language. It's not really a written language. German is a written language. And so if these guys type it out, it's more like what it sounds. It's kind of, yeah. And you got to know it. You got to.
So what's he saying, Dwayne? That's the bottom line. Is it safe enough to?
I asked him if he used to be Pennsylvania Dutch. I asked him that in Pennsylvania Dutch, and he said, yes, he used to be. And then he said that he's Eepin at Chitnaw means that he's not quite right now. So basically saying that he's a little bit off his rocker or something.
Well, I will say he's also from he's from the Bigfoot world as well. So I see him over.
That's all right.
He's typing that from the phone booth.
Yeah.
Using business computer.
No, they got cell phones now, right? So.
Business phones.
Yeah.
Yep.
No more phone out in the middle of the field.
Yeah, a lot of Amish use cell phones anymore for business. So
we're not picking on you, Yoder. Don't get upset.
He might not come on next time around.
No, come on.
You'll have to blame it on me.
He'll be on. Well, what else we got, Chase?
I don't know. I guess I did make your show a little longer tonight jumping on.
Fine. It's okay. It's all good, man. I'm glad we could get a report from the power pulling production side of things and how that ended up getting transformed over into CS pulling promotions. And sounds like it's all a well-oiled machine ready to go. So that's good to know.
Yeah.
I'll have to send Bob a message or something, aggravate him a little bit.
Yeah, we got to get Bob on the show at some point too. So
that would be interesting. I would enjoy that. I'd have a field day with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy sitting down and talking to Bob because man, he's got a lot of knowledge just from being in it for so long. So
Okay. He's in North Carolina now.
There you go. Someone
Yes.
needs to be the fall guy. I'll take the heat on that, and I got a tough skin. I got really tough skin, I think.
Want to bet?
Until I'm having a bad day like I was today. Everything went great and fine until about 5 o'clock, until I wanted to change power steering pump on my truck, and then the truck wouldn't start because the battery was dead. That had me a little bit irked. But we move on. Charge your battery and do it some other day.
Well, Olin, I'm glad you finally decided to send that information to me. I mean, we're a week away, and
First name I recognize.
yeah,
I'm,
Justin
a matter of
Carr,
fact, had a nice little conversation with him on Saturday
Zimmer.
evening.
Steve Zimmer's the one out by Chase.
If it's the same Logan Thomas.
Mr. Chrome is Matt Stauffer. If you haven't seen that yet, it's 5 minutes of bling. He wears this chrome jacket. He has this chrome jets. It's hilarious.
To pull.
That's a good show. He has pulled with it on before, but it's more of a showpiece. That's pretty good. They do a good job, these guys. I just set it up for them. They all get them all rounded up and brought on, and I just step aside and let them go at it. They do a good job. Next Thursday, the 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Check it out. That should be a good show. All about sleds and measurements and all that good stuff. There's a couple of pulling events there too. They'll be talking with. And Lord knows what Mr. Chrome's going to talk about. So. Good stuff. Thank you, Olin. I guess I better copy that because if you can send, I got it. Never mind. I'll just copy it and paste it somewhere. So I got it. Anyway.
Well,
all right. Yep.
I think I'm gonna have a tough next 2 days trying to figure out if the truck is not ready to go, if I'm still gonna jump in the truck, if I get my truck done and make that 3-hour drive up to Center Hall.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yep, you might as well.
I'm sure I can fit it in.
I can't copy it. You have to send that to me, Olin. I can't copy it. Or I'll just write the stuff down. I'll just write it down. Okay. I got to do. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. I got to write this down before we go. It'll be gone. So.
I was trying to. So your winter, everything's coming together for you, Chase. Your first hook, you were saying, was at Butler, or your first hook, the first show that you're doing on your own. And do you know, like, how many classes do you normally have at a show like that? Is that?
let me see here. I can actually pull up the poster.
Oh, you have a poster made for it?
I do. I actually just got it done. That's going to be a real cool event because that's actually our first one. We're working with our new member state as well. So Western PA truck and tractor pullers, new member state of CS Pulling Promotions. So that's definitely exciting.
Is there also a Northwestern truck and tractor pullers out there?
There is, and that tends to be confusing for people that are not from the area. So we have Northwest PA, and then we have Western PA. So both organizations have been around for years and years.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because I was thinking that the Northwestern was set up at Keystone next to the Snyder County trailer. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I want to make sure I had my stuff right.
Yeah, those are a bunch of good guys as well. It's really cool. All of us there in Western PA, we all try to work together, and a lot of us are actually working together on shows this year as well. So it'll be a good season, and enjoy working with all those guys. So
cool.
That's the only way you can do it. You can't be competing with everybody else. You gotta work together, and
yep,
that's the only way to make this thing work. We're all doing it for the same thing. So instead of fighting with each other, might as well work together.
Absolutely. I just pulled up the Big Butler Fair poster. So July 2nd, that's the night we're going to be running 410 super stock trucks, super farm, hot farm tractors, our 2.6 trucks, showroom gas, pro stock trucks. And then July 3rd, that'll be our big night. The super semi trucks, the limited pro tractors, performance street trucks, small block modified trucks, and open street diesel. So
Cool. What did you call your first class on Friday night? 410.
on July 2nd, that's our 410 super stocks.
Okay.
That's the trucks you twist their tails on, just let them scream. I love that class. they turn some RPMs, man. Yes, they do. Yep.
Yeah, super impressive. I mean,
some in, and there's some long pulling, years of pulling in that class. A lot of guys. Richard Eberhardt. See, I'm not from out that way. I don't get out that way much, but I know who they are from years of doing the website. And then I've filmed them before too. But that's a good class. It really is. Those dudes, man, they turn them. Ooh, they turn some RPMs.
Yeah,
it's
and
pretty cool.
any given night, that class, you never know who's going to win. There's not really one truck that dominates, and that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Anything else, Mr. Dwayne?
I don't think I have anything else at this point.
Really? Wow.
Huh. Am I forgetting something? Yeah, I do. I do have something with everything going on. Don't forget to hit Center Hall this weekend, and then in 2 weeks, we'd like to see you at Beast of the East. It's a show that if you've never seen it, I think you'll be pretty impressed.
We'll get this back up again real quick. There it is.
I guess I'll throw in the plug for the Snyder County classes. As you can see there, the Enhanced Farm, Hot Stock, Mod Turbo Super Farm, 2.6 Pro Street Diesel trucks, and 3.0 Limited Pro trucks. Those are the first points pools of the years for that. So there's still time to sign up for points. You can pay your membership at the pool that night. Either talk to Bob, or you can go to the T-shirt trailer and talk to Tammy there. They can sign you up for points. And also, I do want to say that the T-shirt trailer will be there. They actually got a new one this year, so a little bit bigger because of how that has really taken off. So they got a bigger trailer this year, and there are some new T-shirts coming out this year. And also, we are, as a Snyder County Club, we are doing going to do a raffle tractor all year long. We I don't know if people saw how Earl came out with the Black Knight case pedal tractor.
Okay.
We got that looking like another black case from Central PA. So that's painted up, and I don't know if we'll have the stickers on it for this first pull, but it's going to have the stickers on just like Stress Case, Hoyt's black case tractor. So, and we're going to be raffling off chances for that, and it will be raffled off at the October pool at Selinsgrove. So you can get those raffle tickets at the T-shirt trailer, at all the Snyder County pools, even like the ones at Selinsgrove, and Snyder County pools like at the fairs and whatnot. You can get your raffle tickets there at the T-shirt trailer. So yeah, that's going to be pretty cool this year doing that. And not exactly sure what the proceeds are going for. I think it's going towards the banquet at the end of the year, but I have to ask Bob for sure on that. But yeah, stop by the T-shirt trailer at Center Hall and pick up your favorite Pullers T-shirt and get a chance for the pedal tractor and sign up for points also.
To answer Dennis's question, you're welcome to run there anytime.
More the merrier.
The more the merrier. Bring it on.
Bring it.
Bring all your friends too. Let's have a party.
Yep. May 10th, 6 p.m., 169 Homan Lane, Homan, Homan Lane, Center Hall, Pennsylvania. Come on out. Support
Bring
Snyder
the
County.
T-shirt trailer down.
Yeah. Yep.
Sell some T-shirts.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Where did everybody go?
We're still here.
We're all hiding in the background. The computer
There
went
you are.
glitchy.
That's interesting. I took it off and the screen stayed blank. I was like, oh, lost everybody, but y'all were down below. So anyway,
And if you can't make it Saturday night, you can log on to dirtvortex.tv and live stream it. Right, Chase?
I was waiting.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be cool.
I was
Sign
waiting
in.
for
We're
Steve
going to
to start rolling out of his ears. Yeah, dirtvortex.tv. Check them out. They do a good job. You can't make it there, by all means, get signed up. The fee is very small because you're sitting home. So
It's especially in the summer months, you look at how many events you get to watch for, low amount. We're streaming events all across the country, so it'll be good.
absolutely. All right.
You'll be at all
Chill.
4 of the pools at 6.
Yep.
How does that work now? Do you get if you pay a fee, you pay a per event fee, or is it a one-time fee, or
Ours is per month, so you sign up and you just pay per month, and you got all those events for that whole month, and you keep subscribing or cancel your subscription at any time. So people really like that because they get all their events. Typically you're paying $20-$30 per event, and with our network, it's just one-time fee per month, and watch all your shows right on there. So
Nice.
very nice?
we're like the Netflix of truck and tractor pulling, right?
Does it have an app for TVs yet?
So we do
Dirt
have a
Go
Roku app now, or a Fire Stick. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think we actually might have both now. So you have to let me know, Chris. I know Chris is like our biggest fan, so
Maybe Chris ought to just go to the pools, and then he can watch the pools afterward on TV.
He lives way up
Yeah.
yonder in Nowhereville, so he's up the road a piece.
Don't worry, we'll all be trying to buddy up to Chase in a couple years when he has his big production company called Dirt Vortex Flicks. We'll be running competition with Netflix.
Absolutely.
maybe eventually.
Go big, man.
Go big or go home.
That's it. Somebody's got to take up, or else old dogs don't fool with anymore. So never did really. So yeah, Chris, you should have something on the TV for the app now. So it's good.
That was the famous question that Chris asked right there. Do you have an app for that?
There's an app for that.
There's an app for that.
Okay. We cover everything we need to. DJ, I think we're pretty good to go and stuff. And
I think so. Matt didn't
Everybody-
text me anything else, so I guess I covered it.
how about you, Mr. Chase? Anything else you'd like to
we're
add?
all good. I appreciate you guys having me on. Let me hop on last minute.
We'll do that. We'll try to put a show together. Get you and Bob, Barb, and whoever with you. Come on, we'll do it.
Yep.
We'll do it one night.
That would
Absolutely.
be fun.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, again, come out Saturday night. Can't come out Saturday night. DirtVortex.tv, man. Sign up. You can't beat the price. Okay. I guess that's it. We'll be back here next Wednesday. I know we got good weather coming Saturday, so we will have some kind of results next.
We'll have We'll have some fun next Saturday, yelling out some results. Need to get that back in the routine again. We haven't done too many results this year.
Next Saturday?
Next Wednesday. Sorry, from next Saturday. My bad.
It's a busy week. I got 3 shows next week, so. All right.
Good
Appreciate
deal.
everybody being in here, and get out and go to the pools, man. Support these people. Beautiful day coming. See y'all hang around. We'll be right back after the outro. See ya.